Welcome to the Anxiety Coaches Podcast, a relaxing and informative show where we explore anxiety, panic, and PTSD, sharing how you can overcome them for life.
Aloha! Welcome back to the Anxiety Coaches Podcast. I'm your host and coach, Gina Ryan, and I am so happy to be with you again today as together we can consider the many ways to bring your mind and body back to its natural peace and calm. In today's episode, I wanted to talk to you about a breathing anchor for your anxious mind. A meditation anchor is sometimes referred to as a focus object or a point of concentration. And it's a specific sensory or mental point that you use during the meditation to help maintain your focus and your presence. It serves as a way to prevent your mind from wandering and to bring your attention back to the present moment. The purpose of using an anchor in meditation is to ground your awareness and cultivate mindfulness. By consistently directing your attention to this anchor, whatever it is you choose, you can develop a steadier and more centered state of mind. Different types of anchors can be used depending on your preferences and the meditation technique that you're practicing. But for the anxious mind, the breath is so important. So that's why I'm going to focus on that today. But I will list for you all the other potential anchors that you could use. So first off is the breath. That's what we're going to use in a little bit here. And that's focusing on the sensation of the breath as it enters and exits your body. It's actually one of the most popular anchors to use because it's very simple and it's always accessible. Other ones are like body sensations, which is paying attention to the physical sensations in your body, such as tingling sensations or the temperature of your body or tension. And this can help you stay grounded in the present moment. Another one that we actually talk about and use here at ACP is sounds. Using external sounds or even the sound of your breath as your anchor. And by fully immersing yourself in the auditory experience, you can enhance your awareness. Visuals is another one. This is like gazing at a specific object, like a candle flame or a mandala, or it could be a flower. This type of anchor is often used in visual meditation practices or practices where the eyes are traditionally left open. Mantras or chants can be grounding and be your anchor. Repeating a word, a phrase, or a sound mentally or audibly. Mantras can help quiet the mind and promote focus. Other things are things like guided imagery, which is imagining a peaceful scene or a scenario, engaging your senses to create a vivid mental experience. Another one is the body scan, which we have on the website, moving your attention systematically through different parts of your body, noticing any sensations or tension. And finally, emotions or thoughts can be used as anchors, acknowledging and observing your thoughts or emotions without judgment. This anchor is often used in mindfulness meditations. So using a meditation anchor helps you to train your mind to return to the present moment whenever it starts to wander, which it will, because it's normal for the mind to drift during meditation. But with consistent practice, your ability to stay focused and centered will improve. Over time, this practice can lead to greater mindfulness, reduced stress, and enhanced overall well-being. So let's take a moment now and prepare ourselves to dive into a breathing anchored meditation for your anxious mind. Your breathing anchor practice of mindfulness is like an anchor that keeps your attention firmly planted in the here and now. This meditation will put you in a state of calm relaxation when stress and anxiety can begin to melt away and the body can repair itself. Get yourself comfortable. Seated position is great. Come back to this if you are in an area or busy in your life right now and you can't do it. But do come back to it where you can fully immerse yourself. And sitting is optional, but you can always lay down, you can stand, or you can even be walking for your meditation. So sit up straight, letting your spine's natural contours help you to unwind. Stack yourself up straight. Be relaxed but alert. And find a position that allows you to feel this alertness but also being at ease. And let your body settle, sinking down into the gravity and the support of the floor beneath you. And if you are in a place that is conducive to, and it makes you feel comfortable and at peace, you may even want to close your eyes. Doing so lets you calm your mind and concentrate better on the task at hand. Slowly let your focus settle on the physical feelings associated with breathing. You're already doing it. Where do you feel it the most when you take a deep breath? Engage in non-judgmental curiosity in what is actually happening rather than what you think you should be doing. Now softly bring your focus inside, filling your entire midsection with awareness. Feel your body expand as you take a deep breath in and feel it contract as you release it. Do you also experience movement and sensations as you breathe, perhaps in your sides or your back? Take a few deep breaths and try to settle into your body, bringing a sense of gentle inquiry to the sensations that are there. Keep in mind that acceptance is key. Try to focus your attention on the feelings and the movement of your breath as it occurs in the present moment without forcing it or changing it. Relax your attention and let it settle on the breath's natural movement within the body. The gentle rocking and cradling of the breath can help alleviate stress, pain, and other unpleasant sensations in the body. Now it's time to tune in to your inner experience. Keep in mind that the goal of mindfulness is not mental blankness. Humans are thinking beings. This practice of mindfulness involves instructing oneself to pay attention to the present moment with an open and accepting attitude, even if you're thinking. In this way, you can alter your outlook and sense of control over your relationship with the world over time. Are you able to step back and observe yourself rather than reacting? See if that is possible with what is going on in your mind right here, right now. Can you observe it rather than reacting to it? Can you be in touch with your inner experience without shutting out or becoming overwhelmed by it. Let it be there. Can you do that? Notice that right here, right now. This inner experience is always here with us, but we often pay very little attention to what's going on inside us. Also, despite popular belief, your thoughts are not hard evidence. They are just there. It is you who gives them meaning. It is you who decides how to respond to them. Can you learn to detach yourself from your ideas and feelings, even the self-defeating ones? You will be able to as you gain more practice with this, and then you will be able to gain insight from these ideas, feelings, and thoughts that are coming through you. Because you can be detached from them, meaning you are not reacting to them, you are noticing them, you're letting them be there, and seeing if you want to add meaning to them or you want to act on them. Take note of how these thoughts and ideas and feelings shift from one instant to the next in your mind, how it changes just like your own breathing does. No breath is exactly like the last one. Your mind and heart are not as rigid and unmovable as you may have believed. There is room for change. There is space between those thoughts. If we are quiet enough to look and see. Repeatedly bringing the attention back to the sensations and the movements of the breath in your body. When you think you are thinking, you're catching it. That's beautiful. So what do? We bring the attention back to the sensations and the movements of the breath, because it's always going in or out. Looking for this and paying attention to it is your anchor. It's keeping you in the present moment. Of course, you may find yourself off with thought, even now as we're going through this together. The mind may drift off into thought, or focusing on pain, or some other thing that causes you distress. But by bringing the attention back again to the breath and how that feels as it moves through your body is your new anchor. Concentrate on breathing in and out completely. When you find that your thoughts have wandered again, which they inevitably will, simply make a note of it and bring your attention back yet again to your breathing. If you have to start over 100 times, be gentle and compassionate with yourself each and every time, because it's okay. And keep in mind that every time you become conscious of having wandered off with thought, this is a precious moment of awakening from distraction, a moment of free will. The same way, when you successfully remain with the breath, when you become aware that your mind has wandered, you have succeeded in the practice. That is being mindful. What is happening here for you right now? What is it that you are thinking about? Did I catch you in thought, or were you with your breath? Either way, it's okay. This is just practice. So take this into account and keep bringing your focus back to the physical experience of breathing. Now slowly open your eyes as you begin to close this breathing anchor exercise. And pay attention to the sounds now coming both from within the room and outside the room. When transitioning from this exercise to whatever comes next, it's important for you to tune in to your entire body and move slowly and gently for the first few moments. Thank you for taking this time to practice with me. And now for today's quote. We can endure almost anything if we are centered, if we have some focus in our life. You can endure if you have an anchor. And that's from Renita J. Weems. I'll be back in a few more days with another podcast. Until then, be well and aloha.
Thanks so much for joining us for today's episode of the Anxiety Coaches Podcast. Find more information at theanxietycoachespodcast.com.